Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with a viewer requested action figure comparison. It's Hulk versus Hulkbuster Iron Man. They're set to go toe to toe in Avengers Age of Ultron, so what better time to compare the various aspects of each of these action figures as they go nose to see which one is the best. And for this comparison I want each of them to be at their best, so I've picked my favourite Hulk figure, that being the classic rendition from the Marvel Legends Face Off 2-pack. Made by Toy Biz back in 2006. Then we have Iron Man in his Hulkbuster armor, the heavy-duty exo frame specifically designed for battle with the Hulk. This figure was released in 2005 by Toy Biz as part of the Marvel Legends Legendary Riders series. Here they are side by side with Hulk standing a shade taller, but Hulkbuster having more bulk. Two of the biggest non-builder figure legends representing a lot of bang for your buck back then, pushing the limit of what could be sold on a blister card. The years that have passed since have not been as kind to action figures. More likely today, to get anything like this you'd have to buy them as parts with 6 individual figures. From the glimpses of the Hulkbuster armor we've seen in the Age of Ultron teaser trailer, it's clear it will have much more of a real world complexity to it. Yet the sculpt of the figure here has a comic book simplicity to it, making him look as if he's just stepped straight off the comic book page. In contrast, the sculpt of the Hulk has more of a real world feeling to it, and that's there in the proportions, the observation of anatomy and the sculpt of the musculature, down to the texture where you can almost see the pores in the skin and the cross hatching of the textile fibers of his pants. Generally more detail than you see with comic book art, but admittedly I've helped all that sculpt detail out by adding some paint shading myself, so the deco doesn't trounce Hulkbuster as much as it might seem. Yet it would have been interesting to see Hulkbuster as he appeared on the card back and promotional images with this shiny red metallic look to the armor instead of the red flat plastic he ended up with. And this picture brings us to accessories, and the series Hulkbuster came in was called Legendary Riders, as each figure came with an accessory to ride upon, and so it was. Hulkbuster came with this flying platform thing. I've lost mine now to the sands of time. Not that that loss is breaking my heart any. Hulk came with no accessories but did come in a 2-pack with the leader, and the two shared a display base. Now taking a closer look, and the face sculpt on Hulk is a fitting expression of angry determination. A variant with a screaming face was also released, but I prefer this one. As for Hulkbuster Iron Man, he is more than meets the eye, as his helmet is hinged at the back to reveal inside who else but Tony Stark. And the head sculpt of Tony is very solid, yet jarring somewhat. From the movies, carefree Robert Downey Jr. has become synonymous with the character, so it's weird to go back and strip that away to see this goatee-less, more mature, stern expression. Now looking at articulation, the heads of each rotate side to side. Both are able to look down, but not so much up. At the shoulder, the arms of each rotate. Hulkbuster's shoulder armor doesn't inhibit any of the rotation. The arms move up about the same. They move back down. Both have upper arm rotation. Then both have single jointed elbows. Oh god, it's tough on this joint. And then at the wrist there's rotation, and then the wrists are also hinged, moving down and up. And then Hulk's fingers articulate as one piece. Hulkbuster armor's digits are all individually articulated. Hulk has no articulation on his upper torso, which has been complained about, whereas Hulkbuster Iron Man has a diaphragm joint which moves forwards and backwards. Then both do have waist articulation. At the hips, the legs of each move out like thus and back in. They move to the front this much, but neither of them move too much to the back. Both have upper leg rotation, and then at the knee Hulk is single jointed whereas Hulkbuster is double jointed, and then at the ankles these are hinged, moving forwards and backwards. Both have an ankle pivot and also have articulated toes. So all things considered, and the idea of heavy duty figures like these being released at the same price point as regular sized action figures honestly didn't seem that amazing at the time, but today it's frankly hard hard to believe. Not that Toy Biz always got it right, but these two are certainly evidence of the strive to go above and beyond collectors' expectations. And that's left me feeling like the collector's struggle over the last few years has been to get toy companies to meet expectations. Seems exceeding expectation belongs now to a different time. And that makes it interesting to see how any potential new Hulkbuster figure from the Age of Ultron movie compares to this one. So between these two, I love them both, but I'm going with the Hulkbuster Iron Man, just because it represents the more unique action figure. As ever, please let me know which action figure you think is best. Click this video for my previous action figure comparison, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.